Thank you both so much for joining me tonight. Look, let's start with the biggest news today, that Treasurer Jim Chalmers has revealed that Labor's budget surplus will be bigger than expected thanks to lower unemployment and high commodity prices. Also, the best news we've had in 13 or 14 months on inflation. It's now at its lowest level since April last year. It's fallen to 5.6% today. Graham Perrett, let's start with you. There are still concerns, though, about a recession.
Yeah, well, anyone that gets around their community knows that things are tight at the moment. So, we're not, no one's celebrating about a slim surplus. I'm still drinking out of a Sky Cup. It's not a back in black one, Sharri. We know that inflation, some good news there, but we need to get that under control because that's eating into the pockets of working Australians, which means they're not spending as much out in the shops. So things are tough for small businesses. So a lot more work to do in the economy, as the Treasurer Chalmers has indicated. But a good sign that things are starting to turn around there.
Perrin, what do you think? Is this one day when you can at least say congratulations to Graham for the surplus we're seeing this financial year?
Well, we know the truth of the matter is we need to thank a miner for this surplus, not the government. It's on the back of our very strong resources sector. And the reality is the economy is stalling, productivity is collapsing, inflation rates, even though they're lower than expected, they're still too high. The cost of living is going up, interest rates are going up, and the government doesn't have a plan to address any of it.
Yeah, Graham, Perrin raises a good point.
Didn't sound like a lot of praise then.
Look, you weren't expecting it. But look, Perrin has a very good point on productivity. The RBA has urged the government to lift productivity, saying that the wage rises that we're seeing are only, they're inflationary unless productivity starts to lift. And Philip Lowe pointing out that it's been declining for the past 3 years. We know it's actually the past decade. So what is Labor doing to lift productivity?
Yeah, well, obviously investing in early childhood and education are two simple, low-hanging fruits when it comes to productivity, as most economists would know. But that does take a while to turn around to get productivity heading in the right direction. It has been a while. I think having wages deliberately low, which was a design feature of previous governments, is one of the reasons why we've been trying to get wages moving, because people have been effectively going backwards for the last couple of years, which is why we need to get that inflation under control as well. But productivity, certainly in terms when it comes to education and investing in some of those new renewable energy and opportunities for lowering input costs, are some of the things that we've got on board, and some of the things that Ed Husick's investing in terms of that skill manufacturing and doing some things in Australia. There's some good opportunities there, but productivity does take a while to turn around.
Yeah, and according to the RBA, it's probably not enough. Perrin Davey, we are starting to see the impact of inflation, the impact of power prices in particular, particularly when they go up this July. The cost of living is the biggest issue, concerns our economy is going into recession. We know growth is slowing. What do you think? Do you hold Labor to account for this because of the broken election promises that life would be more affordable?
Oh, look, 100%. And, Graham mentioned manufacturing. Well, manufacturing is actually tanking because electricity prices are going through the roof. And for individuals, where is their $275 relief on power prices? The government refuses to even mention that promise anymore, despite 97 times before the election pledging to do that. The cost of living is going up, grocery prices are going up, while the government is buying water away from our farmers. So it's increasing the cost of producing food and fibre in irrigation communities. This government has not got a plan to address the cost of living pressures that are real and are being felt by everyday Australians every time they walk to the supermarket.
Yeah.